Recently, folks, I came to Whitby and I reviewed the Magpie Cafe, which I'd heard was just about the best place here in Whitby. But pretty much overwhelmingly in the comments section of that video, you told me it's not the best place in Whitby. There were various other suggestions, including the Fisherman's Wife and a few others, but the one that was mentioned by the most people was Trenchers. So I've come here and I'm going to try Trenchers fish and chips today. Now normally I'd film my intro, stood out in front of the restaurant, you can see it behind me or whatever, but if the cameraman scans around a little bit, you will see it is absolutely chucking it down. Hence the fact I've got water on my glasses, my t-shirt is all wet. It was sunny when I got out the car, and then all of a sudden the heavens opened. Anyway, it's going to be nice and warm inside here, and a nice cup of tea will sort me out, won't it? It's won the National Fish and Chip Awards in 2019. That's a little while ago. We've had a lot happen since then. So the question is, will it still be that kind of quality right now? According to you guys, it is. Let's get inside and find out, shall we? Okay, folks, come in, been seated in a very tight little seat, but the whole restaurant is full. It's really busy. This is pretty much the only table that was left in the restaurant. Maybe people are coming because it's raining outside, I don't know. Nice looking menu here, and it's a little bit different to a lot of fish and chip places because they've got like quite a wide range of starters and desserts. So what I'm thinking is, rather than doing what I normally do when I go for a chippy review, which is getting the fish and the chips and then the mushy peas curry sauce, fish cake, maybe scampi or a pie or something like that, why not order as if it was like you going out for dinner, where you'd have a starter and a main course and maybe a dessert. So, looking at the starters here, we've got a prawn cocktail. I mean, I do love a prawn cocktail, but maybe that's a bit boring. One thing that's kind of singing out to me, simply because of the weather conditions outside, is a seafood chowder. A nice warming soup with the seafood in. Cod, haddock, smoked haddock, prawns, mussels, salmon and potatoes. That sounds really, really tasty, doesn't it? And then we'll go for the regular kind of fish and chips, haddock chips, mushy peas, tartar sauce, that kind of thing. And the desserts. There's a load of classic stuff here. Load of classic stuff, so I'll make a decision on that a bit later on. Anyway, let's get my order in, get a nice cup of tea, and get warmed up a bit, shall we? I am ready to order now, yes. Thank you very much, yeah. Haven't ordered yet. They're going to come and take my order, hopefully. She just asked me if I was ready to order and wandered off. What's going on there? Okay, so I'd like a seafood chowder, please, as a starter. Yes, please. No, just as it comes, please. Yeah, that'd be great, thank you. And then I'm going to go for your regular haddock, please. And can I get a side of mushy peas with that as well? And that's going to be it for now. I might have a dessert afterwards as well. Right, tea has arrived. And inside the teapot, how many tea bags have we got in there? It's definitely more than one. There's 3 in there. Good Lord. Expecting some strong tea here then. So, let's pour one out. Diddy little cups though. But yeah, that looks like a good coloured brew. There we are. Now, I've poured tea first, then it's going to be milk. What do you guys do? A lot of people say it's tea, then milk. A lot of people say it's milk, then tea. Is there a correct way? To be honest, does it really matter? As long as you get a good brew at the end of it, eh? So here we go. Nice branded cups here as well. Oh, and that's boiling hot. I should have left that a minute. Oh, but it's going to warm my hands up a bit. Lovely. The soup has arrived. And come and take a little look at this. It looks like a really thick, hearty bowl of soup. A bit of parsley scattered over the top there. And we've got a mix of all different kinds of fish in there and seafood, haven't we? And look at that. Look how thick that is. And it is jam-packed with things. Look at that. Whole mussels. Great big chunks of fish. There's prawns in there. Nice bits of vegetable. That does look good, doesn't it? Proper soup spoon as well. So no excuses for not eating properly, is there? We will use what one learnt at our Swiss finishing school. Enough mucking about. That's really blooming good. It's thick. Because there's a little bit of smoked fish in there too. You do pick up a smoky aroma from it. But it's not overpowering in the actual dish itself. Let's get one of these mussels here. Lovely and soft. Goodness me. There's some smoked haddock here. You can see it's the dyed type, so it's a bit of a giveaway. That's really good. The seasoning is almost spot on. The salty element is good. For me, it could just do with a little crack of pepper. And we have got a proper pepper mill here, so I will add a little bit of that into the soup. Of course, as ever with seasoning, that is a matter of personal taste. This could be absolutely perfect for you as is. Oh. This is the sort of thing. Imagine on a winter's day, for example. This would really sort you out, wouldn't it? Hearty, filling, and tasty. But even on a day like today, we're not in the winter, but it's a bit, not cold, but gloomy, wet outside. It hits the spot, it really does. And what I love about this is £8.50 on the menu, okay? But look how much stuff is in here. Look at the chunks of fish, look at that. Great big piece of salmon there. This whole soup is jam-packed with fish and seafood. That is cracking. Can't wait for the main course. So folks, the main course has arrived, and a bit like the starter of that seafood chowder. No complaints about the portion size here. What have I got? I've got this haddock. Look at the batter on there. It looks nice and thin, but really nice and crispy. You can hear that. Looks really good, and I can even see the little white flakes of fish in there already. The chips, not so sure about at this point. Very, very kind of anemic looking. And you can see the way, when they rumble the chips, whereas you don't peel chips in a chippy, you rumble them, they put them in a machine with some water, and it just tosses them around and kind of knocks the skin off. But obviously it hasn't done a terribly good job, and there's quite a lot of little eyes and stuff in the potatoes. Now, whether that's just an issue with the potatoes at this particular time, who knows? But it's just something to be aware of. One thing I do like, and I'll show you a little clip in a second, there is a chalkboard over there which gives you the provenance of the haddock and the cod and the potatoes. It tells you exactly who's caught the fish, who's grown the spuds, and I like that. That sort of traceability on food, and they're local people as well. Right, enough yapping, Greeno. Time to get a bit of salt going on. Is that coming out? Oh, a little bit. They're trying to protect me. It probably looks more on camera, doesn't it? I always get told that. There we go. Bit of vinegar going on as well. And then, just to finish off, a touch more of the salt. Just a little bit. There we go. Haddock. What we're going to do, cut this right down the middle and take a look inside. You're going to see this before I do. Have a look at that. Is it nice and white in there? It will be skin on, so you will see skin at the bottom. Let me take a look at that. Oh, that is beautifully white, isn't it? Like a porcelain plate. And it's flaking away very nicely as well. Oh, yes. Now, just by doing that, I felt some steam on my hands. So, of course, what am I going to do now? Get a bit of it and stick it straight in my gob. And moan about it being too hot, probably. Yep. The haddock tastes nice and fresh. The batter, because it's nice and thin, is not overpowering everything. You know, sometimes it gets a bit claggy, doesn't it? But this is lovely and thin. It's almost like a tempura. And the way that haddock comes away. Look at that. Beautiful. What I'm going to do now, before I move on to the chips, I'm going to get a bit of this tartar sauce. Now this is a homemade tartar sauce made on site. And what I like about this, right from the outset, you can see little lumps in there, suggesting there's chopped up gherkins and capers in there. And so this should have a nice kind of sharp piquancy. There we go. Let's get that on the plate there. In fact, I'm going to get another one. There we go. Cool. That looks a bit of all right, doesn't it? So, let's get another piece of this fish, a dollop of the tartar sauce, and let's go for it. That's what I'm talking about. That is beautiful. You can eat this by itself. A little crunch in there. Really sharp little elements. That's proper. That is proper. Okay. Do you know what? I'm going to go for the mushy peas next. We're mixing things up today, aren't we? Now look how thick those are. I wonder. Those are some thick mushy peas, aren't they? Don't look at me like I'm thick as well, cameraman. Cheeky so-and-so. The only thing that's thick and green here is the mushy peas, not the host. Wow, let's get some of these on the plate. That looks proper, doesn't it? And I can smell straight away the aroma. Really earthy. You can see there's whole peas in there as well. Oh, that little smell of heaven, that is. These are definitely made on site. These aren't brought in. They've got that really nice earthy flavour. Not overly processed. And you can tell they're fresh too. There's no bitterness in there that you get when they're a little bit older. Oh yeah. They are good. Okay, time for a chip. Now, have a look at that. What do you think about the colour of that chip? Like I said, to me, that looks a little on the pale side. Now again, that may be due to the variety of potato or the time of year. But this is cooked in beef dripping, don't forget. So you expect it to take a little bit of colour. It's a nice flavoured chip. And it doesn't have a lot of crisp to anywhere on the outside. It hasn't got a lot of beef dripping flavour to it. Let's see if we can find one that's a little bit crispier. Yeah, there we are, a touch more there. Let's try this one. A little better. But I don't know. Again, maybe it's because it's very, very busy here. Maybe they're rushing to cook them to keep up with demand. I'd like another couple of minutes on those chips to add a little bit more of that beef dripping flavour and to add a little bit more colour to it. So overall, pretty happy. The chips, nah, not quite so much, but the rest of it. Do you know what? After that chowder and the fish and chips, I was thinking about skipping the pudding. I'd said at the start I was going to do a 3-course meal, but you know, that was a lot of food, wasn't it? And then I saw someone ordering one of these. And it had to be done. Come and have a look at this. Lemon and ginger cheesecake with ice cream. Look at the size of this. It's insane. A little bit of decoration there, a slice of lemon, and a little solitary blueberry on top, a little dash of coulis, and the ice cream here as well. So let's just crack on with this because, you know, we don't want to be here all day, do we? God, that biscuit base is thick. This looks nice and light. Don't call me thick, Mr. Cameraman. You're being very cheeky today. I might have to take your tea privileges away. Right. I've got to be very careful with the adjectives I use now, because otherwise you're going to be pointing the camera in my face again. What an intelligent looking cheesecake it is. Shut up, Greeno, and get on with it. Wow. That is sweet and rich and fabulous. I notice you're not pointing the camera at me this time, are you, with those kind of adjectives? A biscuit base isn't tough at all. It's quite thick, but it's quite crumbly. The cheesecake element is almost moussey. That is cracking. You're going to have to leave me alone a little bit here, because I want to enjoy this. I'll see you outside in a minute. Isn't this absolutely stunning? Beautiful view. I always like being alongside water. I think it's the Dorset boy in me. Let me tell you what else was stunning. That meal in Trenchers. You guys said it was better than Magpie, and I wasn't sure if it would be. But I think I agree with you. I think I enjoyed it more. The chowder. Imagine that. Cold winter's day with a chunk of bread. You wouldn't need anything else. They serve a main sized portion of that as well. How big must that be? Stack full of lovely fish. It was great. The regular haddock and chips that comes with the tartar sauce is $19.95. I mean, it's not the cheapest, but it was decent. The chips were a bit of a letdown, but the fish was delicious. And the mushy peas, I really like them like that. Nice and thick. Turn the bowl upside down. Really good. That lemon and ginger cheesecake too. I mean, honestly, did I need it? No. Should I have eaten it? No. Will Mrs. Greeno be upset with me if she sees this video? Quite possibly. But it was delicious. What I would say to you, if you want to come here and do what I've done and have a nice 3-course meal, bring an appetite or bring a friend and share the starter and the dessert. It's too much for one person, it really is. 2 cups of tea. The cameraman did have a cup of tea. I didn't suspend his tea privileges for the cheekiness during the filming. We will be having words in the car though. You've been a very naughty boy. Oh, come back here, come back here. We haven't finished yet, come on. Fine, you can keep your tea privileges for now. In total, £44.40, no service charge on there. The 2 teas, £5.50. I don't think that's bad for the quality and the size of the portions you got there. Now, is it better than a Magpie? I think so. Is it the best fish and chips I've ever had though? I don't know, I'm not sure. Like I say, the chips kind of let it down a little bit. I think it's got to be at least a 4.5 out of 5 though, hasn't it? Maybe even a 4.6. You've got to take a little bit off of those chips, but there's nothing else I can complain about, and the portion size is great. 4.6 out of 5. Does it get Greeno's green light? Of course it does. If you're in Whitby and you want a quality fish and chips you know you can rely on, Trenchers is the place, I think. So anyway, that's it from me here in Whitby. Finally, the sun is shining on the righteous, and I've dried out thoroughly. Anyway, it's time for me to get in the car and drive all the way back to Dorset again. It'll be dark by the time I get home. Better get a move on then. I'll see you later. Bye, folks. It's a long old drive. It's a long old drive.